Welcome to the Powercast with Charlie Johnson. I'm one of the world's leading fitness and transformation coaches. I'm going to be providing you with the tools to build your ultimate body and mind. So welcome to the Powercast with Charlie Johnson. Today we are going to talk about accountability to get in shape and also to be successful. Now, accountability is incredibly important in every aspect of life, not just to yourself, but also to your friends, colleagues, families, everyone you associate yourself with. The importance of accountability cannot be underestimated. It's one of the main reasons that I have so much success as a coach and transforming people's lives is the fact that clients feel accountable to me. They want to do a good job. They want to make me proud of them, which I am. I've had some insane transformations, tons of them coming through recently in the Shred 8 program, and some very inspiring one-to-one clients recently whose lives have been completely transformed. And from my point of view, I love showcasing the results people get. Just from I get so rewarded personally for the warm and fuzzy feeling of transforming someone's life when you know you've given them confidence, exuberance, energy, and happiness in other areas of their life. Once you can transform your physique, the confidence you have from that will then lead over into everything else you do. So in that element, having accountability will make a big difference in terms of my clients feeling reliant on me, that they don't want to let me down, let the CJ coaching team down, and make sure that they're sticking to the diet, putting in the work and getting the results. With online coaching, the whole process of online coaching when having a mentor in fitness or in business, the importance of accountability is knowing that you're going to be checking in every week, every Friday, Saturday, which is how I work with my clients. They're going to have to send me through an update in terms of their weight, their photos, progress in terms of how their training's going. And they're going to want to put in a good check-in and get some good feedback from me and keep progress going forward. If you have no accountability to someone like that, then it's too easy for there to be no pressure on you to have to achieve anything or stick to your goals. It's too easy for you to go to the Cheesecake Factory, have 2 cheesecakes, push the limits and not do things like you should do, take the easy route out and cheat in your diet, cheat in the training. Well, ultimately, the only person you're going to be cheating is yourself, really, because you're the person who's going to have to suffer with not getting the results that you're looking for with your fitness goals. Same can be said for business. If you're not accountable to anyone, so for myself, I have a business mentor who would help me and guide me in terms of accountability and making sure that I'm not being lazy and have a foot up my arse when it comes to getting stuff done. That makes a huge amount of difference. For me, the last 2 years of my life have been the most successful in terms of transforming my physique and my business and my life overall. And the number one reason why I would say that is because number one factor of why my life has transformed so much is the accountability that I have an expert in every field of my life who helps me and guides me, who I learn from, who mentors me. And that in itself takes a lot of stress and pressure away from me, which again will free up almost my mental capacity to be more forward thinking and push myself more and just focus more on the task at hand rather than being apprehensive and second guessing everything. The problem is if you're trying to do your own diet at the moment and you're trying to get lean, the issue is that when it comes to decision making, with maybe I should have some extra food today, I feel a bit tired, or I need to do more cardio, I'm not lean enough, is that you will almost mindfuck yourself. So the problem is you can't take your decision making away from your current emotional status in terms of how you feel. So if you're having a bad day, you may well think, oh, I look really crap, I'm going to punish myself and up my cardio, cut my calories. When from someone from the outside looking in, from an external point of view, as a coach, that would be the least likely thing you would do. I know for myself, for example, I see that a lot of the time with clients, and they want to almost punish themselves with a credit debit society of I need to do more cardio, I need to cut my food more. This a lot of the time almost taking a step back and then putting in a little bit more calories, having a little bit more of a relaxed approach, they'll often a little bit less stress, they'll actually progress more. Obviously, this is dependent on the person, dependent on the goal. But again, your decision making is very much affected by your emotional status, which is why having someone from the outside looking in at what you do, giving you advice will make a big difference in going forward. This in itself will completely transform the way you think and your thought process. And then also that reliability of knowing you have a coach or a mentor with you whenever you need to reach out and ask for help will make a big, big difference. It's super, super powerful, and the influence that can have on people is huge. So I would implore you to get some accountability. If it's not from a coach, get your partner. Say to her, look, this is my goal. I want to lose 12 kilos, for example, in 12 weeks. Stick your diet in the fridge that you've designed yourself or you've researched from, I don't know, some of my articles or whatever it might be, and say, this is my goal. Make me accountable to you. Don't let me slip up. I need you on board with the team with me. Having a support network around you with people who support your goals and what you're trying to achieve is going to make life a lot easier for you, where people aren't going to try and tempt you away to go down the pub to have a few beers or have that Domino's pizza that you're not obviously supposed to have, and you're probably on a diet plan. That is the big factor. Accountability, a support network around you, and then everything comes along a lot easier from there. You'll always find you'll get a lot of opposition when you start a new diet or you're trying to behave slightly differently. For example, I was talking to a client of mine today who's actually a very good friend, and his family were in a bit of shit. Not his partner's very supportive, but like his parents and like friends when they're at events, like, oh, why are you not drinking? Why are you not having a drink? It's like, well, I don't want to. I want to, like, he's on a diet and he's trying to achieve a certain weight loss goal, a certain look that he wants to achieve, and he doesn't particularly enjoy drinking anyway. The only reason he's drinking is because he's getting peer pressured into it, because it's the social norm that you go to an event, you have to have beers, you have to have gin and tonic, you have to eat crap food. Well, sometimes it's good to stand up and be different. Like, being the same as everyone else is often the worst thing you can be. So in those scenarios, you just need to stand up for yourself, not care what anyone else thinks, and just do you. The reason most people will give you shit in terms of you sticking to a diet, you trying to be healthy, you trying to progress and improve your life, is that the fact that they can't do it is because it makes them feel insecure. Unfortunately, I also see this often in relationships where, say, for example, Mr. will lose a load of weight, get in really good shape. His partner will then start giving him a bit of grief about it because it's making her feel insecure about the way she looks. And then he thinks that she thinks he's going to run off with some bimbo at the beach or at the gym or something like that, which is never the case, but it's just the partner's insecurities coming out, often causing a bit of friction with the relationships. My job as a coach, I see this all the time. It's not just to manage people in terms of their physiques and their diets, but also their mental and emotional state with regards to relationships, because that is a big factor in terms of overall progress. But again, as I said, if you're accountable to your partner, your coach, or whoever it is, and you have them on board with you, part of your team of what you're trying to achieve, you shouldn't have any of these issues coming up. So accountability is the key factor here to get you the results you're looking for. Enticed in with accountability, when you're working with a coach or you're working with someone else, having that structure of knowing on the Friday I'm going to check in with someone, not letting them down, is going to make it a lot more of a routine that you're going to have to follow, and it will make you actually put in the work to get the results. For me, this is a couple of easy tips to make sure that you can stay on track with whatever you're looking to do in terms of improving your physique and also your business, in terms of efficiency. So these are a couple of little nuggets that I would recommend. So if you're a busy guy or girl, what I'd recommend, go in, train very, very early, get it done before the day starts, then you have zero excuses. So if you're going to go in and you're going to train, say, 6 o'clock in the morning for eating, what I would do in terms of nutritionally around that is I would have like an intra-workout shake with some carbohydrates, some essential amino acids, and just drink that through the training session, probably about a litre worth of fluid, and that will keep you nourished through the training session, and then you go into your first meal after that. That means then you've got your training session done for the day, and you can go on to work, family, whatever else you have to do, and you haven't got any shit that's going to come up in the day, distract you, and it means it's done, the job's done for the day, it's off the list, and you can tick that box, and you can then move on to conquering the rest of the day. I'm sure everyone else will agree with me. There's no better feeling. Like, I'm an early bird, early boy in the morning. I like getting up early. Anyone who follows my Instagram will see that I tend to go out for a walk every morning for about an hour just to clear my mind, think about what I want to achieve that day, get my blood moving around a little bit, step count up, go through messages on my phone, all those bits and pieces. And it's just, I find the morning is the best time to get up early ahead of everyone else, feel like you're conquering the day, and then you're also getting one up on everyone else while they're still in bed. There's no better feeling when you've crushed your workout and everyone else is just getting out of bed still. So I implore you to get up, train early, get it done if you're a busy individual. So that's my first tip. Second tip, if you're a very busy individual who struggles in terms of timings to go to train, I would do cardio at home. It's an easy way to do that. If you've got no gym equipment, as I already mentioned, you can go outside, a power walk, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, first thing in the morning before work, before whatever you have to do, looking after kids. Easy peasy, job done. Next. That saves you loads of time. You're not wasting 10, 20 minutes each way getting to the gym and back just to do cardio. So that is a very simple tip for you in terms of saving a little bit of time every day and making sure you can structure in your cardio within your training program. Because if you are looking to lose weight, getting your calorie expenditure up is very, very important to getting nice and lean, which is the goal for the majority of people. Thirdly, I would suggest this is where probably a lot of people tend to struggle. And again, it comes down to organising your time and being efficient with what you do. And that is in terms of meal prep and planning your food ahead of time. So the easiest way in terms of meal prep is to bulk cook food. I would suggest probably cooking 3 days worth of, say, meat, for example, for in ahead of schedule. So cook up 3 days worth of chicken, steak, mince, whatever it is you're eating, put it in the fridge, and then just dish it out every day into containers, take it with you, and off you go for the day. Easy meals you can have instead of that. You can have maybe 2-3 main meals and have steak, have a shake with some fruit or some nuts instead. Those are easy options which you can do, which will mean you don't have to prep quite as much food and you can take them more on the go. If you've got the finances, another very, very good option, which personally I've been utilising a lot recently just in terms of times, it saves me cooking, is getting a meal prep company. So I use a meal prep company called My Lunchbox, who are superb, provide high quality meals specifically to your diet. And with that, there is literally no excuse not to achieve your goals because your food is getting delivered to your house twice a week in exactly the weights you need, in the exact quantities you need, high quality. All you've got to do is heat it up and eat it, or you can eat it cold if you want, which I often do, particularly at the moment now it's nice and warm in the summer, is try and eat the food when it's cold, because I quite like cold food when it's super hot outside. So those are my easy tips to make sure that you can find time to get in shape. The last one, the big stumbling block, which is a very, very good point that a lot of people struggle with, is that first step out of bed in the morning. So if you're going to be training early in the morning, like we've already recommended, get your gym stuff ready the night before. So trainers, gym outfit, water bottle, headphones, whatever you need, get out. So all you've literally got to do is roll out of bed, put it on and out the door. It's just one less barrier to you having to, one less struggle for you to be like, oh, I can't be asked to have to get up out of bed now and find my trainers, my gym shorts. If it's all there ready to go, all you've got to do is get out of bed, put it on, get out the door. So those are my top tips in terms of finding time and saving yourself time. And that all coincides in with accountability as well, which works really, really well. So that's absolutely imperative for you getting the best results possible. Accountability is what has allowed me to live my dreams, help thousands of people. And now I've got I've had hundreds of clients, thousands of people accountable to me and helping them on their own fitness journeys, which has been an absolute pleasure. And I look forward to helping so many more people as the year comes by. So if there's anything else I can help anyone with directly, any other questions in terms of accountability, how I work, who I work with, I would love to have a conversation with any of you. I have got a new program, which is my Superior Shred program, where I'm taking on clients on a very personal one-to-one basis, where we will be checking in on voice notes on WhatsApp, speaking on the phone, and have a lot more of a personal relationship. If that's something you're interested in, I can only take on a handful of clients on that due to time restraints. So probably 3 to 5 more clients at that level. Drop me an email, charlie@charliesjohnsonfitness.com, and would love to have a discovery call with you to see what your goals are and see how I can help. Hope you have a wonderful day. Anything I can help with, drop me a message. Peace.